You know that feeling when you read an ad and you just get it? You feel completely sold, not in some pushy, aggressive way, but in a way that feels, I don't know, compelling, trustworthy, and just smart. Well, today, we're not just looking at some flyer for a gutter company. Oh no. We are deconstructing a total masterclass in persuasion. This is a case study in how you market a hero.
So right out of the gate, the marketing hits you with this question. Notice it doesn't say, hey, are your gutters clean? That's boring. It goes way bigger. It completely reframes the whole conversation around your single biggest asset, your home, and then it sprinkles in this sense of mystery and urgency. It's a fantastic hook, right? It's designed to make you stop and think, wait a minute, what am I overlooking?
And that question leads us right into the first stage of any great marketing story. You have to establish the villain. And in this story, the villain isn't some big, obvious monster. It's actually something way more sinister. A silent threat that's probably already lurking around, completely unnoticed.
And just listen to the language they use here. It's so deliberate. Check out these words. Quietly. Destroy. Top down. This isn't just about a little water damage anymore, is it? This is a story of a slow, insidious invasion. It paints this really powerful emotional picture of your home under siege from an enemy you can't even see. It turns a boring old chore into a really serious threat.
Okay, so it's not enough to just name the threat. You've got to show its power. So the next move in this marketing playbook is to agitate the problem. You walk the homeowner through the absolute worst-case scenario, step by step, making that threat feel immediate, personal, and absolutely catastrophic.
And this is brilliant because it illustrates this perfect, logical chain reaction. It's presented as this inevitable sequence of events. It all starts with step 1, a simple clog, something we all deal with. But that leads directly to step 3, a full-blown foundational crisis. This little trick makes the danger feel less like a random possibility and more like an unavoidable disaster just waiting to happen.
And these points right here, these are basically a homeowner's worst nightmares, all listed out. A ruined roof, a flooded basement, mold and wood rot. Ugh. These aren't just inconveniences. They are major emotional triggers. Each one of these represents thousands, maybe tens of thousands of dollars in repairs, a ton of stress, and just chaos for your family. The pain is no longer abstract. It's tangible, it's specific, and it feels very, very real. So, the stage is set. The villain is well established. The stakes are incredibly high. And you know, every great story needs a hero. But pay close attention to who the hero is here. It isn't a product. It's not a fancy new gutter system. It's a person. By introducing a person, the entire dynamic just shifts completely. We're not in that cold, transactional space of just buying a product anymore. Nope. We're being introduced to an expert, an ally. It immediately makes the whole solution feel more personal, more trustworthy, and way more approachable. And what a title! Seriously, this is marketing gold. It creates this powerful, unforgettable character. Think about it. She's not a sales consultant or a gutter technician. She is a warrior princess. That name just communicates strength, deep expertise, and this fierce dedication to protecting your home. You're going to remember a name like that.
Okay, so we've got our hero, but why on earth should we trust her? Well, the marketing doesn't just assume you will. It very carefully, very meticulously builds a case for her credibility. It creates this whole foundation of trust before a single dollar is ever even mentioned. Let's dig into how they do it.
This table breaks it down perfectly. First, they establish her as a local authority. She knows the local weather, the local houses. She's a neighbor, not some stranger from a corporate office halfway across the country. That builds instant rapport. Second, the zero-pressure approach. This is huge. It completely changes her role from a salesperson to an educator, which disarms our natural defenses against being sold to. And finally, the lifetime warranty. This just completely removes any risk for the customer. It's a massive statement of confidence that says, this isn't a patch, this is a permanent solution.
So when you put all these pieces together, you've got the villain, you've got the hero, you've got all these elements of trust, you start to realize what's actually being sold here. And believe me, it has very little to do with some pieces of metal you attach to your roof.
And this slide just nails the crucial difference. On one side, you have the standard, boring approach. You're selling a product. It's a transaction. It's just a piece of metal. But on the other side, that's what the warrior princess is actually selling. She's selling a permanent solution, a long-term relationship, and at the end of the day, she's selling peace of mind. They're not selling gutters. They're selling a shield for your home. It's a fundamentally different and way more powerful way to think about it.
And that really leaves us with a final thought to take away. Because this whole framework, it doesn't just apply to protecting your home. It applies to almost everything we buy. So the next time you find yourself about to make a purchase, just pause for a second and ask yourself this question. Are you just buying an object? Or have you been drawn into a really compelling story, one with a villain, a hero, and the promise of a much better ending? The answer might really surprise you.